Hey everybody on YouTube, this is Kyle Snyder once again, aka Clipton, doing yet another top 10 list. And this time I'm doing one quite a bit differently. I mean, normally I do top 10 lists on NFL topics or video games or movies or whatever, but this time I figured that since it's gonna be summertime and since a lot of people are going to be bored during the summer, I figured that this topic would be best to help a lot of people. Top 10 things to do when you're bored. And I'm sure a lot of people have their own top 10 list on this subject as well, but I figured one more wouldn't hurt. You know, these suggestions would really help you pass the time during the summer. So anyway, with that being said, here we go. Number 10, make top 10 lists. Everyone has their own opinions on top 10s, you know, on various subjects, whether they be video games, sports, movies, etc. And I figured, why not make top 10 lists on these subjects and do videos of them on YouTube? I mean, everyone's pretty much doing them, so I figure if you have opinions on top 10 lists, do them. I mean, make top 10 lists and post them on YouTube. Share your opinions on them. Anyways, number 9, take a walk. You know, it helps you ease your mind, it helps you get some exercise, and yes, I know it's going to be hot during the summer. I mean, here in Arizona, it gets up to greater than 100 degrees, so if you're in very hot areas, then use discretion, keep hydrated. You know, don't overexert yourself, be careful, but nevertheless, taking a walk, good exercise. Number 8, take a nap. And I figure some people, you know, need to catch up on their sleep, so taking a nap would definitely help out with that, and who knows, I mean, taking naps is also good for your health. I mean, yeah, there are various studies on that subject, so be sure to check them out, and yeah. Anyways, number 7, listen to music. And we all have our different tastes on different types of music to listen to. I mean, me personally, you know, I enjoy listening to heavy metal and Eurobeat and all that stuff online, so yeah, listening to music really helps to pass the time, and there's a whole bunch of genres to listen to. Anyways, number 6, look at art on DeviantArt. And again, I mean, you could spend countless hours on DeviantArt looking at various pieces of art that people have done. And I mean, there are some pretty nifty pieces of art, you know, whether it be anime or artificial landscapes and various fan arts and whatnot. I mean, even photographs of cats and dogs. There's a lot you can look at on DeviantArt. Anyways, number 5, play an RPG. And there are tons of RPGs to play. You know, me personally, I feel the best RPGs are the ones from the 90s because that decade told the absolute best stories of RPGs in my opinion. I mean, you had like Final Fantasy 4 and 6. You know, those two Final Fantasies told the best story out of all Final Fantasies in my opinion. You know, you had Chrono Trigger, which a lot of people consider the greatest RPG ever made. I mean, the list is endless on RPGs to play, and you know, not only will you be entertained by the story, but the gameplay as well, and various other elements of these RPGs. Let's see, number 4, read a book. And I'm sure a lot of people are not into reading books these days, but let's face it, before movies, people read books, and a lot of movies were, you know, are adaptations from books. Case in point, the Lord of the Rings trilogy, the Hobbit trilogy, you know, which the Hobbit is actually one book, but the point is there is a lot of books out there to read, my bad. Yeah, to read, and a lot of them you can find on Amazon.com. You know, many stories from independent authors that I've read are actually a lot better than the stories that I've read from mainstream authors. So the possibilities of finding hidden gems through independent authors on Amazon.com are endless. I mean, so go check them out. Let's see. Number 3, write a book. If you feel that there aren't that many books out there that are worth reading, then write one yourself. I mean, I've written 9 books so far, and you know, I'm working on my 10th one right now, which should be out in about a month or so. But yeah, writing books, I mean, it really helps you. You know, you can earn money that way too. And I'm sure a lot of people were like, "Oh no, what if a publisher rejects me?" Well, if that happens, then you can always self-publish on Amazon.com. I mean, that's what it's there for. I mean, they offer a self-publication tool on Amazon.com where you can self-publish your books and share them with everyone else. You know, you can make money that way. So, and I know a lot of people have stories, you know, original stories that in their heads. So if you're ever bored, write a story, publish it on Amazon.com, get paid for all the books you sell. Anyways, number 2, watch a movie. And I know there's a lot of movies out there these days, you know, from the past even up to now. And yeah, there's a lot of bad movies out there, but there's also a lot of good movies. So everyone has their different tastes of movies. You know, me personally, you know, I enjoy superhero movies. I mean, who doesn't enjoy superhero movies? I mean, that's one of the things that I don't think Hollywood's gonna do away with, because, I mean, they make so much money and people will go and see them. And finally, the number 1 thing to do when you're bored: watch YouTube videos. And this is what I do pretty much all the time whenever I'm bored. I go on YouTube, I watch various videos. Yeah, there are countless videos on YouTube to watch. So, yeah, when you're bored, number 1 thing to do, watch YouTube videos. So that's my top 10 list of things to do when you're bored. What are some things you like to do when you're bored? Be sure to share it in the comments section below, and I will see you next time.